What it is, focus your homeboy Fur back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. You understand? Make sure y'all subscribe, follow me across all social media platforms. Become one of the realest ones by becoming an official member of the channel. And feel free to hit that Cashapp. Anything you give will go back into the company as we continue our quest to be the Amazon, the Walmart of black culture. You understand? Without further ado, we're going to get into it, okay? Because the high blood pressure boys of Jackson State basketball, they stayed true to their name over this past week, okay? However, even though they ran my blood pressure up, they did sweep the week. Therefore, I think it's only fitting that we strike up the motherfucking band. Let's go. Woo! Why the old boys want to do this to me, America? Why they want to do this? Okay? We can't just chill. Can't just have a nice evening, watch the ball game, win by about 10 points, and let me chill. No, these boys don't like that. Okay? And that game against Arkansas Pine-Bluff was drama filled, to say the least. Okay? Whether it was the activity on the court or the activity going on behind Pine Bluff's bench, okay? Because it was almost there. It almost got taken all the way there, okay? But let's get into what went down, okay? Now, we'll note we didn't have Trace Young in this game. Once again, we didn't have him in either of these games this past week. I still don't know what's going on with that. Again, if y'all know what I'm talking about, let me and all the other real ones know what's going on. You feel me? So we didn't have him. All right. But in the first half, Colty came out. He made his first attempt from tray ball. Actually started 2 or 3 from downtown, which is big. You know, in last week's episode, I was like, look, if he keep having these 3 for 13, 4 for 14 nights from tray ball, I was like, man, Coach Mo gonna have to rein that in. I guess Coach just said, fuck what you talking about first. Fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna get these things up and I'm gonna knock them down. Thank you, sir. That's all I want. Just knock them down, young king. Just knock them down. You feel me? All right, and that helped a lot today. In a game like this tight, that was a double overtime win. Okay, we needed all that. We needed all that. Okay. We were tied at 12 in the first half, and then Chase kind of went off, okay? He had a lob pass to Mr. Mansell. He had 3 tray balls, and this was like the best I've seen him play this year in one half of basketball. That young man was really hooping. I love his game, as I've said before, okay? And overall, we shot well in that first half from the perimeter, okay? Which is why we ended up with a 10-point lead at the half. But y'all know, these boys just can't do right. They don't want me to be relaxed. Okay? They just say, you know what, man, let's fuck with them. So what happens? Come out in that second half. And Arkansas Pine-Bluff won the first 10 minutes. Okay. They erased our 10-point lead in that first 10 minutes of the second half. Okay. We cooled from 3 and they started getting buckets. Okay. Now Mansell played big. And if you watched Rob J's highlight show, Coach Mo talked about, needing these performances from him and them challenging him, to step up, and how he's answered the bell, to quote Coach Mo. Okay. But he got mean putback dunk on a missed 3 by Colty. I call those kind of plays power plays. A dunk, block shot, take a charge. Those are power plays that energize your team. You know what I'm talking about? So you need those. But we tried zone, we tried man, we just couldn't stop Pine-Bluff in this second half. And this young man, Doss, we tried to send that brother to the league. Okay. He's another one. Y'all know I be telling y'all when we be trying to send somebody to the league. Yes, we tried to send Mr. Doss to the league. This young man had 32 points on us on 10 of 13 shooting. Okay. This is what you call carrying your team. 32 points on 10 of 13 shooting. He was only 1 of 1 from Trey Ball. So this is some classic shit. Okay. This is like the knucklehead. Shout out to the knucklehead. They be calling Sam Cassell 2-point geezers. You can call it Mr. Doss that, because he was out there serving. We were trying to get that boy into the league. Okay. Now we had an opportunity to win the game on the last possession of regulation, and Chase tried to attack. He threw it to Colty. Colty missed a fall away 3 badly. You know what I'm talking about? It was a tough attempt. Not really the shot you want to get for your final attempt to win the game. But Zeke got the rebound, got fouled, and made 1 or 2 free throws, and that's how we ended up in overtime. Okay. Now in OT, we were going back and forth, and that's when shit got real. Okay. The football players, from my vantage point, watching it online this time, and unfortunately, I couldn't be in the building due to my family responsibilities. Okay, y'all know my mama's still recovering from this ankle and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but I would have loved to be in the building. But like I said, online it looked like it was the football players. Energetic, what I called for. If you watched my video last week, I said, look, when it comes to these close games, our crowd can take us over the hump, particularly the student section. Okay, I told you, it's not the OGs that really be turned up in college basketball. It's the student section. They're the ones with the youth and vigor and everything like that. They the ones that's supposed to be doing the chants. They're the ones. Okay, so they were lit. And I don't know what was said. Maybe y'all real ones got a little burden. Y'all, have found out. I don't know what was said. All I know is Pine-Bluff bench went nuts, and they wanted to get after whoever it was in that crowd. Okay. Now, it seemed like the young king knew Jackson State signee Esias Guthrie was in the mix as well. Okay. Seemed like that young king was in the mix. Okay. Also seemed like one of the Pine-Bluff coaches would deep off in the mix instead of trying to break it up. Again, that's from my vantage point watching it online. Okay. It looked like this shit was finna go left. Thankfully, it didn't. Okay. I will say this though. I talked about the need for the student section to get right. I talked about the need for the announcer to properly prompt the crowd, when to chant defense, all that kind of stuff. And I also talked about the need for the DJ, to be on point. And I'll be damned, that goddamn DJ. That DJ, after this little dust up, decided to play Boosie. Now, sir, and like I made in one of my Black History videos. Shout out to y'all if y'all been watching that. Oh, and go over there to Instagram, support that now, because I got one that's at 1.7 million views right now. You know what I'm talking about? Shout the one talking about the street light. Shout out to y'all real ones for being down. But and one of the other ones, I talk about these DJs. I talk about how these black DJs don't know how to de-escalate stuff. Black DJs always play a record that's gonna take the shit to the next level, and I'd be damned if that's not what this brother did. But the crowd was into it, especially the student section. Okay, goddamn it, even the trainers for Pine-Bluff seemed like they wanted to smoke. This was crazy, but this was an intense game. This is what I'm telling you about. Swag basketball, bro. It's there. It's there. If we just go ahead and bow on into basketball like we do football. Again, I know football is king in the South, but some good hooping going on too. Okay, good trauma-filled hooping going on as well. All right, but back to the basketball. Okay, Mr. Mansell hit a clutch jump and had a great post entry pass to Jamarcus, who had some key buckets and a key free throw to put us up 3. Now, Mr. Doss, young man we were trying to send to the league, he ended up scoring off of a rebound, but we were still up 1 at this point. Now we got fouled, and Mr. Hunt hit 2 free throws to put us back up 3. All right. Now after that, Mr. Green for Pine-Bluff, he hit a 3 and got fouled, but he missed the free throw. Okay. So this was like your heart dropped, your soul is shaking. You're like, God, first, you know, in basketball, one of the cardinal sins in basketball is fouling the jump shooter. You challenge the shot without fouling. Now, you've been you taught that from little kid school. Okay. When you're playing as a little kid, you taught that. But we fouled the jump shooter, and his kid a good free throw shooter. So it was just like, damn, another one. And he missed the free throw. He missed the free throw. You know what I'm talking about? So maybe the basketball guys were with us on that one. Okay, he missed the free throw. Chase had an opportunity to try to win the game, but he got stripped going for the game winner. So we go into double OT. And again, shout out to the OG Rob J, who is crazy as hell. This man was talking about how they ready to go home. You got a little Rob J. He's gonna entertain you the whole time you watching the game. Okay, but in double OT, Mr. Mansell was hooping. Okay, he had a great jump hook off the glass. He had another great high-low pass to Jamarcus for 2. Now Pine-Bluff got away with a foul on him. Okay, but you know refs ain't gonna get make all the calls. Okay, but they went a 1-2-2 zone, and we perfectly executed. Hitting the middle. And then hitting Mr. Mansell, but we just didn't get the call. And luckily that didn't cost us the game. Now Pine-Bluff ended up going up by 2 off of a scoop layup, but then Ken hit a 3 that put us up 1. That was a big shot. Okay, big shot. Now Chase missed a 3, but we got the board. And Mansell ended up throwing it to Jamarcus, who hit a tough shot. That put us up 3, okay? Now, back on their end, Mr. Doss went to the line. He hit 1 of 2. They got the rebound. He penetrated and set up a butt-naked 3. This is another one of those hard drop moments, okay? Blood pressure, sky-high moments, okay? But the young man missed. Mansell got the ball, got the rebound, I should say. Ken put the game away at the line. Okay. That was the Pine-Bluff game. I ain't even got to the FAMU game yet. That was just the Pine-Bluff game that almost sent me to the ER. This is JSU basketball. Like I said on the King Doc Holiday show the other night, to my hopefully y'all real ones checked in, support that King, to my Mo Williams. If I get diagnosed officially with hypertension, I'm gonna need some of that NBA money to cover my medical bills. Because y'all taking me down through there. Okay. But in terms of the stats from that game, the final score turned out to be 88-84. Okay. Overall, we shot about 46% from the field, while they shot 44% from the field. We shot 48% from tray ball, while they shot 31%. So, like I said, we shot the ball way up in the perimeter that night. Okay, and that's all I need. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm all for kids being able to shoot the ball. I'm not stuck in the late 90s. I'm not. Okay, but if you're gonna take these shots, we can't be shooting no low 30s or in the 20s from three. We gotta be knocking these motherfuckers down. Okay, now 48%. All right, that's unlikely that we're gonna keep that up. But I don't need us to be just jacking, and we ain't getting no bucket shit. We see it ain't going down. We need to get that ball inside, but we needed all those tonight. If we didn't get make the 10 threes that we made, 10 out of 21 attempts, we lose that game. Okay. Now we only shot 57% from the free throw line, while they shot 83% from the free throw line. So of course that's a problem. Rebounds were exactly the same at 36 apiece. Turnovers was similar. They had 13 turnovers. We had 12. So it's the kind of game that would end up being a double overtime thriller. Okay. In terms of the individual numbers from this game, Zeke had 7 points, 7 boards for us in this game, 2 steals, 1 block. All right, Mr. Mansell led the way in scoring with 18 points, 13 boards, 4 dimes, 1 steal. Okay. Chase had 12 points, 6 dimes, 3 boards, 3 steals. Okay. But he did have 5 turnovers. Okay. You want to clean that up, young king. All right, Colty had 14 points, 7 boards. Okay, Colty is a pretty good rebounder from his guard position. I keep telling y'all, he's stocky young man. Okay, but he also had 1 dime and 1 block. And Ken had 15 points, 2 boards, 1 steal. Okay, and we needed all that. And Jamarcus, who I love Jamarcus's low post game. I'm telling y'all, Jamarcus got a nice little drop step, got nice little jump hook, everything like that. He had 17 points, 3 boards, 2 dimes on the night. Okay. Like I said, for Pine-Bluff, they were led in scoring by Mr. Doss, who had 32 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Okay, we tried to send him to the league, as I said previously. He was followed in scoring by Mr. Milton, who had 18, and Mr. Green, who had 15. All right, so that was the Pine-Bluff game. So then it was time to go to Florida. So you would think we're gonna go down here to Florida, just handle business. We already had a tough victory previously against FAMU. So you like, okay, we're gonna go down here, handle business, let first make it. We've been taking them down through there. And if you didn't watch the game, and I know sometimes it'd be tough trying to find the game when you're on the road. If you go to whether it's the women or the men's Facebook page, the official Facebook pages for JSU men's basketball or women's basketball, usually they'll have a link that you can utilize, to go watch the game. So make sure y'all taking advantage of that. But if you watched the game, you would have seen that, yeah, we won by 11, but we still took people like me down through there during the game. Okay. All right. The score was 69-58. All right. But let's look at what really went down. The first half, we started out on an 11-0 run. Okay. We looked like we were ready to roll. Okay. And that included 2 threes by Ken and 1 3 by Colty. So again, they were like, fuck what you talking about, first we finna bust these tray ball. And I'm like, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. We were dominant in this half. It was probably the best half I've seen us play, during conference play, real talk, if not all year. We made shots from the perimeter. Mansell, Zeke, and Jamarcus were, getting paint points. We held them, FAMU that is, we held them to only 19 points in the half. And you know, we last time I checked, shit, we were the worst defense in the SWAC in terms of points per game. So that was great. Holding the team to 19 and a half, that puts them on pace for only 38 points. Okay, that's great. We mixed up our defense, went zone, man, 2-2-1 press. But once again, these high blood pressure boys say, let's stir them up. Let's fuck with them. Now, notice I said we gave up only 19 points in the first half. In the first 7 minutes of the second half, we gave up 21. A half is 20 minutes, y'all. So in 20 minutes of play in the first half, we gave up only 19 points. I'm telling you, in the first 7 minutes of the second half, we gave up 21. They just can't help themselves. Eventually, FAMU came all the way back. We ended up trading baskets, numerous lead changes. But then Mr. Mansell said, fuck all this. And he just was dominant in the second half. He just was dominant. No other way to put it. Okay, we were more physical than they were. FAMU's announcers, and this was their telecast, which was a great telecast, by the way. Of course, it was slanted because it was theirs, but I enjoyed it. The production and the commentary was great. But they kept mentioning how we were being more physical than they were, especially Mr. Mansell. And he just got active in that second half. All right. We went on a run during the last 4 to 6 minutes of the game that pretty much closed things out. Okay. So, yes, the score says that we won by 11 points, but I'm telling you, in that second half, the opening part of that second half, we decided to make it interesting. But luckily, we knuckled up and, pulled away. Okay. In terms of overall stats, we shot 46% for this game while holding them to 39% shooting. Okay, so that was good. We winded up only shooting 29% from three. So after being hot in the opening stages of the first half, we cooled off tremendously. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. We can't have these kind of nights from three. 29% ain't gonna get it. All right, but we did hold them to 26%. All right, we were 75% from the line while they were 100%. We won the rebounding battle 34-29, including 11 offensive boards to their 8. Turnover battle, we won that, only having 11 turnovers, which is great, to their 14. In terms of individual numbers, Mr. Mansell led the way in scoring with 24. I thought he was going to be on his way to a 30 ball the way he was turning up in that second half. All right, but he led the way with 24 points, 7 boards, 2 dimes, 2 steals, and 1 block. Okay. Zeke had 12 points, 8 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Okay. Chase Adams didn't have much in terms of the scoring department. He only had 3 points, but he did hand out 6 assists and had 2 steals. Okay. Colty had 10 points, 3 boards. Okay. He was only 2 of 8 from Trey Ball in this particular game. Okay. So what that 25% from 3? Okay. Can't have those. Okay. Well, I need that. I need that Pine-Bluff performance, Colty. That's what I need, young king. All right. So watch that tape. Watch that tape and try to emulate that on every occasion. Okay. Ken had 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Okay, 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal. Contributing off the bench, Jamarcus had 2 points, 3 boards. Mr. Hunt had 3 points. Okay. And on the FAMU side, their top scorers were Mr. Smith off the bench with 15. Mr. Bates had 14, and Mr. Tillman had 13. Okay. All right. So it was a great week for the men of Jack State University. Okay. I look forward to them continuing this streak, okay? So after 3 straight losses, now we've bounced back, got 2 straight dubs. Want to keep this momentum going. All right? Put it on some.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?